And we are underway in Buffalo. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good start. Position.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And complete right side to Cook. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good for the Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
48-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Alert, alert, alert. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Look out.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Powerful running. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 35-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
21G, 21G.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Off 52.
Now Allen. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Allen. It's complete to Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Allen going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Solo.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looking to pass. Tua. That went out wide and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
On
like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Running right, here's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Buying time to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Achane going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Dolphins 21, Bills 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up
56,
incomplete.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Time on three, kick. Watch it, Oscar.
Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action, now it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 21 TA.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sanders on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Regular. Hey, tight. Half.